I don't care who you are. I don't care what your horror kinks just happen to be. The first 10 minutes of this new film, Dangerous Animals, is the most fun I have had with a horror flick all year. Why, you may ask? Why are you not talking more shit about all these horror films coming out? Are we in some sort of horror film renaissance? 4 words for you. Sure fucking seems so. When you pair up serial killers and shark attacks, that is the recipe. That is the cheat code to my heart right there. Throw in a healthy smattering of gore, punk rock, Billy Idol with X, a twisted sense of humor. Dude, sign me the fuck up. Is this going to be the best horror film of the year? No. Absolutely not. Is this going to reinvent the wheel and do things different and take bold chances and make everybody kind of come back to the dark side? The horror's just no. But do you want to have a healthy fucking dose of fun? Do you want to forget about your problems for a little bit? Forget that it's 100 degrees everywhere and it's Sunday and you got to go back to work tomorrow? If you want to forget things like that, this might just be the horror film for you. We are talking Dangerous Animals. It's got serial killers. It's got shark attacks. It's got twisted humor. Let's discuss. Now, here's what I knew about 2025's Dangerous Animals. Anybody in the back there? Not a fucking thing. I knew I really enjoyed the film The Devil's Candy from Sean Byrne, and this is one of his follow-up films to that. I fucking love that satanic heavy metal shenanigans from this director, and yeah, I guess I just kind of wanted to go for a ride last night. I knew that my buddy had seen it and was like, dude, I think you're really gonna like this. And I'm like, I don't know, a lot of people say that and then I end up hating the fucking movie, but here we are. So let's plot this thing up. This is a really simple plot, okay? We have people that want to go on Tucker's little, shark adventure where you go out and you cage dive a little bit and you see sharks and he chums the water. And we're not talking about great whites. That's what's kind of cool about this. As much as I love Carcarius' great whites, we get to see blue sharks, we get to see bull sharks, we get to see makos. We do get a little bit of big porkers, a big white sharks that come in at the end, but basically you get tourists that want to go out on the boat in Australia and they sign up with this dude who's got a few screws loose, okay? And that is a good thing. You just need to go along for the fucking ride, okay? And that's all you need to know about Dangerous Animals. It parries up this serial killer that's got like this weird twisted backstory. I'm not going to give you any spoilers. This is going to be really quick, but he has a reason that he loves and hates sharks. He has like this weird kind of fetish. He's got this voyeuristic POV kind of idea where he wants to see people get hurt like most serial killers, and so he just takes that in the most ruthless and ridiculous way. And this film was so much fun, dude. At least the first hour of this. Is there a little bit of like predictability scenarios and just nonsense that always has to happen and they're not reinventing the wheel? We've seen this done better that way. Of course that shit always happens. Once you get to about an hour, most movies that are kind of independent, kind of low budget, that are just thrown out there onto streaming platforms, you don't always know what you're going to get. So to get almost an hour and 40 minutes into this film and still be relatively invested, I can't relatively, okay? I fucking love this film. Maybe not fucking loved it, but I really enjoyed it. I'm going to recommend it. It's one of my favorites of the year on accident, and I knew nothing about it, okay? It's not perfect. It's not reinventing the wheel here. This is serial sequence killers and shark smut. For the everyman woman, really, it's up to you. Technically, we all taste like fear when there's blood in the water, so that's kind of beautiful, and that's kind of a gender, that's kind of beautiful in a way. We all taste like fear when we're in the water, when there's blood in the water. Yeah. Anyway, excellent pacing, dude. Fun dialogue, back and forth, gore, camera tricks, punk rock, fucking Creedence Clearwater Revival. This is, and there's a little bit of TNA, a little bit of nudity, a little bit of sex appeal here and there, and it's just got... Yeah, man, it was a fun little hodgepodge mix. And you know what's funny is because it's not on Disney and Fox, there is going to probably be a chance that it gets released on physical, because this is actually a Shudder original. I think I paid $5.99. I know like in a month you're going to be able to watch it for free, but when someone tells me I'm going to love something and they know that I love serial killers, they know that I love shark attack movies, and you can marry those things together, I was willing to take a chance, man, and it was a fucking boatload of fun. Humans versus prey, and for once, we don't have this apex predator just dominating. We have real stakes involved, and it's going to remind you of a lot of other films that you've seen in a way. I'm trying to think, even with the inclusion of the baby shark in the soundtrack, for all intents and purposes, the gore in this film is going to outweigh the cheese. It's going to remind you of a little bit of You're Next with a sprinkle of Barbarians fun, a healthy pour of Wolf Creek, and kind of like a little half-price appetizer 47 meters down. It's got a little bit of everything, maybe a little bit of Black Phone. It's got like all these weird kind of mixes, and I just fucking had a great time, man. I had a fucking great time. We have our heroes suspended in the water, lowered in there. We have people that want to get off watching them die, and I fucking was all about it. 5 minutes in, go stream this thing on Prime or Fandango or wherever you find your fucking movies. Shudder original, $6. Dangerous Animals, man. For going out of 10, I'm giving this a solid 7 out of 10. For originality and fun and the punk rock in the beginning, dude, you can have a lot worse time. Have a great weekend. Love you. Cheers.